Hi. So this is what's looking at me while I'm doing my video. This is Peaches. Peaches is the sweetest thing in my life. Yeah, she's the star of the show. She's the family favorite out of all the little creatures that live here. And I just wanted to show you her looking at me. Hi. So this is going to be about my kitchen. I'm finishing my kitchen today. So, well, not all of it. I haven't made the curtains yet, but I have the fabric picked out. And this is going to be doing the cupboard doors, doing the paint on the cupboard doors. So I talked to the people at the paint store, and they said the primer dries within 6 hours, and then each coat of paint should dry within 2. So if I get started right away, I should be done today, which I would like, because I just got a new job. I got hired by Inclusion, and I'm going to be working as a care aide with people with disabilities. So I'm pretty excited, actually. I'm really stoked. It's going to be really great. It'll be a really good thing for my care aide work, because I'll get a lot of training that's transferable. So it's a really good thing. And I have a new addition to my family, which I'm also going to show you. And I'm going to do mostly the painting. It's not going to be super dramatic. It's going to be like a couple little clips, because there's not much to show. It's just painting. It's very, very straightforward. I'll show you what I use for primer and everything, and you know, that kind of thing. It's just simple. But first, I'm going to show you my new friend. His name is Rowanberry, and he's a red agate canary. Hold on, I'll show you. So this is Rowanberry in his cage, and this is what he does in the morning, is fly in little circles. Kind of wish he could be in a bigger cage, but my house is tiny, and I think this is the biggest cage that I can practically fit in here. And so I'm hoping maybe he'll sing, and you'll get to hear him sing, because he sings beautifully. I wanted a singing canary. I specifically said I didn't care what it looked like. It meant more to me that he would sing, because not all canaries sing. And I can play, if I play recordings of other canaries singing, he'll immediately burst into song. But it doesn't look like he's going to sing. That's too bad. Anyway, you might hear him in the background when I'm doing other clips. He might decide to sing. He has the most beautiful voice. He's my little angel. His name is Rowanberry Craig. Yeah, isn't he cute? He's so adorable. He's so delicate. I'm so crazy about him. I have other birds too. I'll just show you those. This is Bercy. His name is Bersilac. Bersilac, the Green Knight, actually, is what Bersilac means. So he's named Ivy Bersilac Craig. And he's an American budgie. And then my other budgie is, he's an English budgie. My yellow budgie is an American budgie. And his name is Bertie Betty Freebird Craig. And Bertie Betty is, I mostly call him Bertie, but I rescued him from some people who were giving him away, and like free on Swap and Shop, and I was like, oh my god. So I grabbed him, and they thought he was a girl, so they named him Betty. So that's how he became Bertie Betty Freebird Craig. And those are my two parrots. They're teeny weeny parrots. I love them. And they're getting a new cage soon, and I'll show you that as well. Okay, so I'm in my studio. Look at this. I got this for the kitchen too. I got it at the thrift store, like I get like so many things. I got it at the thrift store for like nothing. And it's a vintage, handmade stained glass lamp, swag lamp. It hangs from the ceiling. So that's going to go in the kitchen as well. And because I got this beautiful lamp, I decided to change my direction a bit with the color for the trim. And so this is going to be the color for the trim. And I got a color that I can use in the RV as well. And it's meant to pick up the green in the leaves. You see the chartreuse in the leaves? So this is going to be chartreuse around the trim. And then it'll kind of coordinate with the green lamp. I almost picked the light green color in the lamp, but I want to use it in the RV too, and I don't really want pastels for that. So I also did a little work on my studio, and I put up some stuff, and so I can see it, so then I'll be more inspired to use it. And I totally rearranged all of my stuff in my studio, so that's something else that I did. And I rearranged this shelving unit and everything. It's a little cluttered in here right now. Sometimes I put things in here just to sit for until I figure out where to put them. So that's the color that we're putting on the cabinets. And this is the primer I'm going to use. It's called Sticks. I get it from Benjamin Moore. And I painted arborite with this and had great success. So I think it should work good on the melamine. So yeah, I think that's the French side because this is Canada and we speak French. So this is the English side in case you can't read French, which I can. So I actually read French better than I speak it. I'm not really literate with French, but I can kind of read it. I learned it in school. Anyway, that's that. I should probably know how to speak French as I'm French Canadian on my father's side. I'm Métis. So yeah, and this is the fabric that the cat is sleeping on, that I'm going to use for the curtains. So this is all hairy. It's going to have to be washed. Hey, move your butt. Don't spill the paint. So yeah, oh my God, she's been sleeping on it for 2 days and it's like disastered. So this is going to be the lower curtain, and then this is going to be the valance on top. And that's going to be the curtains for the kitchen. This is going to, I'm hoping to use this upholstery fabric in the RV. Isn't it gorgeous? I'm just crazy about it. It's like a super heavy canvas. So I hope I have enough to do the cushions at the table in this. And what else? Well, I can't show you the kitchen yet. I have to clean it up first because Hurricane Katrina went through the kitchen and it looks like, well, it looks like a bomb went off. So I have to go and clean my kitchen and get started painting. Okay, so there's the little knobbies. I took off all the little knobbies on all the doors. I cleaned my kitchen, and there's the giant stack of dishes. So now none of the doors have handles, and I'm only painting the very top part. I'm not painting these little parts here. I'm just painting this. So now I've got to do all of the trim, and I will get to that. I'm not going to bother to show you when I paint it on the sticks because it's white and on white and won't look like anything anyway. Okay, so while the paint was drying, I made the curtains. So I got the lower part from Fran. She gave me those. They were already curtains, and I cut them and made them into 2 sets of curtains, one for the studio and one for here. So that's what those look like, and they're all done now. And it took me maybe half an hour, maybe an hour. It's not hard to make curtains. It's like super dead easy. And then I also did the first coat of the trim, which you can see there. So it's still really blotchy and streaky because it's just the first coat. It's a semi-gloss, so it'll have a little bit of a sheen to it and make it more washable. And then there's the bottom. So I'm pretty excited about this. I like it a lot. I know that chartreuse is not everyone's favorite color, but I really like it. And I'm happy with this. I think it is going to really brighten the room and make it feel like the sun is shining even when it's not. So that's that so far. Okay, so the second coat is on. I'm forever going to be frustrated with my wavy lines along the edge. They drive me absolutely bonkers, and I can't seem to do anything about it. It's a lot harder to paint a straight line than I thought it was going to be. I maybe could have masked them, but I have never had good luck with masking. I find when I mask things, the edges bleed, and I end up with the same effect anyway. So, this is it. And if you can see what I mean, like, that's driving me nuts. That's just driving me nuts. But I think that that's going to be the way it is. I'm making coffee right now, so you can hear my kettle whistling. Yeah, I think that's just it, right? And I'm also freaking out a little bit about the coverage. If you can see, it's like second coat and it's super blotchy still. I wonder how many coats I'm going to have to do. Sometimes with these bright colors, you can have to do up to 5 coats. So it's looking that way, looking like I might be doing 5 coats. And as you can see, it's not yellow, it's chartreuse, which is a yellow-green. So yeah, that's it for today. I might get one more coat in before I go to work, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to push it. This could be an ongoing project for a couple of days, which really chaps my ass. No, I should be able to get it done tomorrow, really. Like, realistically, I should be done tomorrow. Because I just want it done, because this situation is freaking me out. Like, I can't deal with the mess in my kitchen. It's really impossible to do dishes, and I didn't put away the dishes before I started, and so now I'm kind of going nuts because my kitchen is my, like, one room that I like to keep neat and tidy. Oops, I better shut off that. Oh, and I was going to show you this too. I found a solution for the ugly burn mark on the side of my refrigerator. I covered it with copper, and the copper is heat resistant. It doesn't conduct heat very well. Copper doesn't. So it keeps the fridge cool and protects the side of the fridge from heat. And I just stuck that on with like a really high temperature glue gun. And it seems to be working just fine. And it looks nice too. It's copper. It's pretty. So yeah, that's about all I have to say for this morning. I'm just rushing around transferring birds back and forth between cages and trying to get my vacuum out so I can vacuum up the birdseed. So then it's off to work. Okay, so here it is, the finished product. This is the lower cabinets, and then this is the upper cabinets. And the, oops, I'm going too fast. And they're all, that was 4 coats. It took 4 coats of that paint to do that. I was a little surprised. I started to feel like it was getting really thick, but you could still see through it. So it's really kind of thick. I'm not going to give you a super close-up of the edges because they're still bugging me, but I have a plan to fix them up. And that'll be the last thing I do. They're basically done. I'm kind of, I really like the chartreuse, but I'm kind of, now that it's done, I'm kind of thinking, maybe I should have gone with pink. But I didn't go with pink because it's just a little too much pink and blue, you know? I wanted something that was not quite so sugary, candy-like. You know, I wanted something with a little bit of bite to it. And I think that this is a little bit more, I don't know, maybe it's just, yeah, I don't really have a good word for it. I just think it looks better green than pink. But I may change my mind, paint it all over and do pink. Anyway, that's it for my kitchen reno. And I have good news. I found out that I have permission to do the mural on the side of my house, and I've already got a mock-up for it. And I will be starting on stuff on the motorhome soon. But it might be a little while because like I might have less stuff or shorter videos for the next little while because I'm in school for care aid training for the next 5 weeks, 5 days a week, 9 to 5. So that's going to cut down on my time for doing this kind of thing. Okay, see you later.